Hey guys, Dolphin Oracle here again tonight, and I have got a quick video with two pieces of news for you from the antiX world. One's kind of critical, the other's kind of fun. So here I am at antiX.mepis.org, and we click on news, and we're going to find an urgent line. Urgent. It was brought to my attention, not me, this is Anti speaking, by antiX user Radeems that the dirty cow vulnerability is still present on the 64-bit antiX 16 ISO. Now this is not the 16.1 that was just released, the bug fix release. If you're running that, you're fine. But for some reason on the original 64-bit ISO, if you're running that and you're running the original kernel, for some reason it didn't update. We don't exactly know why. It worked fine on the 32-bit. Anyway, there are instructions on the antiX.mepis.org website to correct that kernel problem. So please do that if you run the 64-bit kernel and you haven't upgraded, or again, if you use the 16.1 bug fix ISO, no problems. Likely if you've changed kernels on your own, that's your business. But if you're running the default kernel, run this command here, and I was running the default kernel on my S21E netbook. So I ran that and no problems. So do that, get yourself up to speed, and yay. So that's number one. That's the important news. It's sharp-eyed forum member Radeems or Radeems. I don't know how to say your name because it's a text-written world, but thank you for the heads up on that. Number two, in January, and I almost missed this go by, and I've been playing with it all week, the antiX net images are available. What is a net image? Well, this is kind of like the minimum CD, okay? What you're going to get is... it's like the old core, it's like the antiX core system, except the antiX core is actually Libre, meaning it has a free kernel, it has a GNU kernel, with all that entails, like no firmware. So all of us guys running Intel wireless, yeah, that doesn't work. Just give it up. You can't do it with a GNU kernel. So the first step was always to change your kernel. Well, now we have these net ISOs, and these net ISOs are kind of an experiment. They're kind of new. And they allow they have a regular kernel, regular antiX kernel. So as it says, not Libre, which means your firmware is going to work. Okay. So it's got a few odds and ends. I've actually been playing around with this. Now you may notice my screen here. Well, let me just finish the news. We've got a again still systemd free going into the stretch era, the Debian stretch era with antiX 17. You'll notice one of these files is a stretch-based antiX 17. Again, there is no antiX 17 as yet, but this is the base system that he's playing with, the developer's playing with, and it's here to play with for you too, with the net ISO. So I'm going to be walking you through that, and you say, well, there's instructions here to go through it. There's some instructions for getting a Mate desktop, which you might notice is what I'm running here, and you'll notice my little antiX logo up here in the corner. That's right, antiX Mate. Not an official edition. This is Dio's personal little play toy to work with. It's also not, this is not VirtualBox. This is running on my actual hardware. I built the system in VirtualBox originally, and then I used the antiX live tools, the ISO snapshot and the live USB maker and the antiX live system to create this, and now I'm actually running this off a USB stick as we speak. So I'll be watch for videos on that. They are coming. They were fun to do. It was fun to make. I've got a lot of notes I've been keeping over the last week. I've been squashing some bugs with my own personal installation. So we'll get that. Those videos will be coming out shortly. You also notice that the Mate desktop in the antiX repos has had systemd dependencies removed. That's right. You're not going to get that with mainline Debian. Now, people always say, well, I mean, this is when you get this ISO, you're going to go, why am I not running this instead of Debian? Well, I mean, you don't have to. You can do what you want. But if you want to have some fun and have easy access to a custom installation with easy access to the... If you want to have a custom installation with easy access to the antiX live system, which is phenomenal because I'm using it right now on this USB stick, then this is the way to go. So I'll be walking you through that in a couple of videos coming up, so keep an eye out for that. I'll be using the antiX 17 testing alpha ISO. You can do something similar with the antiX 16, but you'll get a slightly older version of Mate. This is Mate 16. For tips, tricks, how-tos, head over to antix.mepis.org or throw up a post at antix.freeforums.org. This is Dolphin Oracle signing off. Have a great night.